Well. It's the Yak. And I feel like I'm talking to a ghost. Because at one point yesterday, things were bad for my good friend KB, and I think that this is the best place to be able to tell this story. So we brought on Jeff D. Lowe, who also has intimate knowledge of the story of why KB was not on the Yak yesterday, where he was, and why he was there. So what's up, brother? How you feeling?
I feel blessed to be alive. Because
Jeff,
for about 2 hours, I thought I was a dead man.
did you actually?
I thought I was a dying man on the precipice of whatever that chemical the DMT releases in your brain. I had that, but it was fully negative.
I can't stress enough.
And I'm sorry to Jeff. I made a big scene in his car.
Wait, so this is all real? Like
I can't stress enough. Like
this is humiliating, and I lived my life as a sentient cringe compilation. This was the most embarrassing thing that I've ever.
Dude, and I
Nothing
respect your
about this.
bravery for being able to come in and talk about this.
I mean,
nothing
what
about
else?
this is a bit. Like nothing. Like I know that you get that. Like Nick and KB. What are they? No, this is
Is this some wacky bit you guys are working
completely
on?
real.
Dude, no.
And I'm dead serious when I say, like, I applaud your just ability to come in and talk about this, because
Right.
sometimes when something really embarrassing comes to me
Traumatic.
or happens to me, traumatic happens to me, I'll just be like, you know what? This is not for the Barstool audience's consumption. Like, I'm just going
Right.
to take this L internally, and like, I'll think about it a lot myself, and I'll feel bad about it personally. But it's not an offering for everybody else. So the fact that you're about to make this public fodder is
I know.
generous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome to everyone. And thank you for all the outpouring of messages, text messages, asking if I'm okay,
What were
happened.
people's thoughts? What were
I
people?
never gave them the right answer. I just couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that.
Why were you even answering people?
Yeah.
Out of respect
real
for you,
people.
I like leaned in very quietly and told Roan yesterday because I was like, he has
No,
to
friends
know.
and family, because all they know was I was in the emergency room for some reason. So.
All right. See you, B-Mock.
And that reason being,
Oh, I need a height off with him.
He's out, so
We'll
we'll
see. That would
catch
be
it
a
next
W
time.
that I could.
Yeah, you
use
need
right
that
now.
bounce back height off. But your hat right now is from DJs, and maybe the story should start there. Owen's in this bitch right now. Owen's in the mix right now.
Owen also very much involved yesterday.
Owen's wearing a
Clean
shirt
up.
about a book.
Never read it.
It's
got
impossible.
Shirt.
On an
Do books
Instagram
have
ad.
merch?
Yes.
A fucking book shirt
We
wearing
gotta get a
ass.
book shirt.
Train
Fucking
Spotting, good
caught
movie.
him in the rye. But that's almost an unreadable book because it's in such a deep dialect. It's annoying to read. It's pretentious that they even made that book such Irish drivel.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here for today, Owen. And I'm glad you're here because, like Jeff was just saying, Owen had a major part in KB's saga as well.
Yep, he picked me up.
What do you mean picked you up? From DJ? Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
Okay, I went to the Jersey Shore and had a full Jersey Shore experience.
Fun Anthony called in
Fun-
yesterday.
Yes, met him.
He was legitimately
let him down.
concerned.
Fun Anthony is one of my best friends. The fact that we met once and he was like made sure that I was okay and made it to the Yak, and when he saw that I wasn't, he called me, he called you guys.
He was bugging out.
Fun Anthony,
No.
as advertised, he is a fun man.
He is.
He's
It was
a
a
fun
fucking
guy.
Good time.
Did you head to the Jersey Shore fully rested?
No, I got no sleep. Went to a Louis the Child concert, and in my sleep-deprived stupor, I decided to impulsively train ride to the Jersey Shore to hang out with Jeff.
Now you can't
for
really.
2 days.
Can you train to the Jersey Shore? Where does the train take you to the Jersey Shore? Is that an easy train ride?
went right there.
It was
Oh.
annoying, but
I think, well, you got off early for some reason.
I did. I think I was.
It did go. The train absolutely went straight to Belmar, but you got off early and Ubered.
I don't know why I've never seen you get off at the right stop on a train, subway, or anything like
I get
that.
whether it's on purpose or not. I get off in the wrong one.
So sometimes
I don't
it is
like
on
order.
purpose.
I don't like stringent order.
You don't like to get off at
Yeah.
the right stop.
I like skipping ahead.
So you had deprived yourself of sleep and
And water. I was dehydrated. The only water I consumed was in the pool at the Pauly D show.
and that's a lot of. There's so much chlorine in
I only
that.
just remembered you
kill
went
the
in
jizz.
this morning. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Shirtless, or did you go in with like your swim shirt on?
No, I ripped it off.
That's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's great body positivity on your part, but you were also dehydrated, so you knew you were probably down a couple pounds.
And we still I don't have the toxicology reports back yet. There could have been other factors at play. I still think I may have been poisoned. I've never been poisoned, but I'd imagine being poisoned is what I went through.
So this is part of it.
Like that.
This is like a little nod to what actually happened. You actually think that you got poisoned.
The long story short, okay, I took an over-the-counter.
Say it.
I had an adverse reaction to an over-the-counter weed product. And it subsequently induced a panic attack of the highest degree. Now, I am perceptible to panic attacks. I've been in the emergency room in the past for panic attacks for different reasons. Sometimes it's been as minimal as caffeine. Sometimes it's been for a concussion. This time was the worst.
So you were in the emergency room from a panic attack from an over-the-counter weed product.
A product that I've taken several times in the past.
Successfully?
I've taken a higher dose than I did on that day, and I've never had a problem. It's a product that at best makes you a little tired.
And it put you in the hospital.
Yeah. So I took it at like 2 a.m. because I knew I hadn't slept all weekend. I knew I needed to sleep, so I panicked, took that, and woke up at 7 o'clock to Jeff telling me it's ready to go.
And this is on Monday. This is yesterday morning that you woke up.
Yesterday morning, yeah.
So you tried to induce some sleep after a long day of drinking, a Pauly D concert, a ton of chlorine in your system, endless fist pumping, and what were you drinking that day?
I may have been concussed from the bass drops. DJs. They're loud.
That's how loud DJs goes?
And the Pauly D show only gave out like jumbo-sized
was
vodka Red Bulls.
Oh, I do have a picture of the size.
Yeah. You have to. Once we're letting the cat out of the bag a little bit.
It's the largest vodka Red Bull that's ever been made for a human being.
And this isn't the Grail, because we learned a little bit from Fun Anthony yesterday about the Grail, how you couldn't properly take down the Grail because it was almost too much for you. It was almost too much to handle.
Email the
I think
picture to
he's saying
Zah.
send it to you.
Okay.
Email
We'll
to
send
Zah.
a picture to Zah, but just large vodka Red Bulls, they're a particularly anxious drink because not only are you getting the alcohol with the impending hangover, but you kind of accelerate that anxiety of the hangover with the Red Bull. It kind of super launches you into the anxiety of a hangover.
And we were out the day before.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Swam a lot.
But I can't stress out this.
Oh, you swam for 2 hours too.
What I was
the
feeling
ocean takes it out of you.
No, what I was feeling wasn't anxiety or sleep. I was dying. I was out of my head.
It definitely didn't help.
I had an out-of-body experience. I was hot. I wasn't warm. I was hot. I was scolding hot. I was spasming.
Scolding hot?
Head to toe. And I was in Jeff's car, and I couldn't even speak. I was only speaking in interjections and like onomatopoeia.
Words, a lot of
guttural.
A lot of fuck. A lot of that. Like very like dying fucks.
Well, in my head, I'm like, this is either a stroke, a heart attack, or like some type of aneurysm.
Where were you feeling it?
Everywhere.
In your head? Like, was it achy body?
Then
was
I
it
started
your
to
organs?
lose it. I couldn't even. Jeff may as well have been speaking in tongues.
You couldn't understand him?
I saw God. He was wearing an express V-neck, and he was brusque and unforgiving.
It slowly just got worse.
Was he ripped? Was he as ripped as I hope?
No.
Lumpy?
He was a little lumpy. He did not want me around him.
God's a dickhead?
Yeah.
God's sensitive about his personal space?
So I thought I was for sure dying, and I was probably rude to Jeff. I was like, get me to a hospital now. He wasn't about it.
No, I wasn't about it initially because we'll use the word, like, you paying a large ER bill because you're too zooted just didn't seem like the best way to start out a Monday. And I was more concerned that you were going to have to pay a big hefty ER bill.
Because you were so fucking zooted.
You've never been in the trenches of looming death like me. I didn't care about a bill.
Does he have the... Okay.
I've gotten zooted before.
That is the vodka Red Bull.
And that's
not
to
that
scale.
big.
He's standing right next to it in the background.
It was big. Honestly, actually doesn't make it look that massive. It was a lot.
Is that East Bar or West Bar? Vodka
No,
Red Bull?
that's not DJ's.
That's Oasis.
Okay.
So you could take that into the pool, basically. That's the reason for that.
And there were some shots where, we don't have to get into that part, but he drank, and it was hot out. And you went into the pool.
You went to the ocean
To
and
go
the
in the
pool.
pool.
And then what did Paulie do? He lasagnaed one of our homies.
Polly took a page out of Aoki's book and threw a lasagna that hit one of our boys.
Wait, a full tray of a lasagna, like a sheet cake?
Steve Aoki does a cake. Polly D lasagna somebody.
Smokes over
Hot
lasagna.
everywhere.
Scalding hot too. It's a shame.
Yeah.
He's not a creep. He just throws lasagnas at people. That's just Paulie D.
Yeah.
That's he's just that Italian.
DJs was later in the day.
Okay.
We saw Fun Ant.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
So back-to-back days of
Back-to-back
DJs?
doubleheader, yeah.
I mean, did you actually wait? So sidebar, did you roll up to DJs with a bunch of DJs gear on?
I did. Yeah.
which is
I love wearing merch to the event though. That is the merch.
actually the shirt. What did the shirt say? The shirt said.
It said something about loose women.
You had
said,
a Louis the Child baseball jersey
I
Friday.
did.
That you wore to the Louis the
Yeah.
Child concert?
That actually might be more embarrassing than having a panic attack and being hospitalized on
shirt-
fake weed.
The shirt was from Cowboy Night at DJs, and it said, "Beware pickpockets and loose women."
The boys in there loved that
DJ's Saloon. Yeah. Fun Anthony basically broke character when you stepped up on stage with merch that he had handed out to other people days before. He was like,
I
"This
didn't know
is," he
there's
goes,
kayfabe
"This is
involved
amazing."
with Fun Ant.
He goes, "This is amazing."
Really?
Yeah, he's like, "I can't believe he's wearing DJ's merch." Yeah.
And that probably accelerated them wanting to get you fucked up. They're like, oh, this guy's already laced out. Like, we need to show him a good time. He has a preconceived notion of what DJs is. He has the plaid on already. He has the loose women shirt. Let's get him fucked up.
Yeah.
And they did.
It may have been like late onset GHB. I don't know, but I think I got drugged or poisoned or both. The sensations I was experiencing weren't from any legal product. That's for sure.
I've felt like I've got poisoned before. I felt like that on Bourbon Street one time. Like I went to a strip club on Bourbon Street and was like curled up like a cashew next to my fucking toilet, just throwing up, like feeling like I was gonna die. Like I felt death on me.
Okay.
And I don't feel
That
like I
makes
could
me
have
feel better.
drank that much, but it happened that night. It happened like live in the flesh. There was no incubation period for my early onset death that obviously you went through. So what was it like from your perspective though, Jeff? Like you're driving. How
Could not have done that. I did see the thing out in the living room. I said, okay, I guess he took it last night, and then he went in the car at like 7:10, 7:15, and started. He's like, man, he goes, I'm like really tired, like kind of feeling it. So we're driving a little longer, and then he's like, man, I just think this is. I feel like something's not okay here.
He wanted to pull over for
something's
combos.
off. And then I said, I want to pull over what?
He wanted
Yeah,
to pull over for combos.
Oh yeah. I was like, do you want to eat something? Do you want to like I don't know, like nap? Like do we stop
could
driving? But
he could have napped.
you were still responding about things. Like you were joking about stuff. I said
wasn't.
like
I think I was just
no,
letting out.
you were.
Yeah.
You were replying to me.
Okay.
You were responding to me. And then we get halfway through, and that's when you said, like, I need to see medical. I need
medical
to seek
attention.
medical attention.
So were you about to
And that's-
pull off on like a Jersey Shore
No, but
medical
see,
spot or
when
something
you
like
hit that certain part of the drive back from the shore,
There's nothing.
there's nothing. It's the Newark airport.
Right.
Can't do that. It's an IKEA.
I need to fly to.
It's an IKEA not open.
Right.
A closed Toys R Us. Doors have been shuttered for 2 years.
Yes.
So there's no option. And then the next closest option, you could veer off and go to downtown Newark. Wasn't going to do that. I'd been to an
The
ER.
Bricks? You don't want to hit Brick City up for?
I
Their
that's-
ER is probably incredible.
When I saw the GPS and I saw the time that wasn't going down, that's when the panic attack kicked in. And when I have panic attacks, I have panic attacks. I hyperventilate fully, and that's when I started losing control of my breathing. And that's when I started losing control of my consciousness. And that's when I thought this is death.
Yeah, I had been to an ER in Hoboken when I cut my finger open after trying to cut open a Haagen-Dazs down the middle with a knife back in 2014. So I have been to that ER, so I knew where to go.
the Hoboken one.
Yeah, which I'm sure there might have been a closer one.
What was
but
it?
I like-
Neapolitan, or you wanted equal flavors?
It was definitely chocolate chip.
okay.
It was too frozen. Actually, I'd just been fired from Major League Baseball, and I needed an ice
You're
cream.
trying to binge, but you
Yeah.
couldn't eat it with a spoon.
And
You wanted to eat it like a loaf
the
of bread.
the Hoboken little side store, they keep their freezer way too cold. And so I tried to slice it open with a serrated edge, and I sliced
That
my
should be on them.
almost cut my finger off.
That's not on you.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be liability on you for that.
But he was freaking out. So much so that he almost opened my car
Tried
door
to.
on the Garden
In
State
my head,
Parkway.
if I left the car and like started freaking out on the side of the road, I would get to the hospital faster.
You continuously,
Because they're those fucking jug handles in Jersey.
Oh,
It
it's all
was
jug
it was
handles
just-
and strip
you
malls.
The time was the ETA was not. It was going up. And I was
the
like, oh,
ETA
no.
was absolutely
I gotta
not
escape
shrinking.
this car.
The closer we got to Manhattan, the longer, like the Google Maps said it was taking.
And
It
I
just-
could,
it was
and I
just
was
going up.
paralyzed. It may have been the placebo effect, but I convinced myself I was paralyzed. Crawled into the hospital wing, and then.
But you tried to tuck and roll out of the car, though. You tried to
when
escape
I was like
from a
freaking out,
moving car.
and when I saw like the staff's like groans and sighs, that
they
actually
were
made me feel
furious.
better. I was like, oh, this isn't as serious as I thought.
Yeah, they were not very.
They hated
pleased.
me.
So
They were
after
disgusted.
he would like put the seat down to try to sleep, then immediately unbuckle, and it would look like he was just trying to escape my car.
What was your point where you realized, like, oh, this is real? Like, I'm gonna have to deal with this rather than just I'm gonna get him home and get it out of my hands.
Well, like say there was a freak thing, and say someone did drug him the night before. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't love that on my conscience, knowing like I dropped him off in Manhattan, he just like died.
Yeah,
Like that would have been a real like if someone had actually poisoned him or something.
he was calling for help, and
Like that would have been on me probably.
I'm the guy to poison too. I play hard to get in social situations.
you pick up
I
other
need
people's
drugged or
drinks.
poisoned. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're poisonable too.
I'm unattainable to some people.
Also, when I rerouted our trip, it took us in no less like a good Jersey roundabout to get up to the highway.
the jug handle.
the jug.
Yeah, the drug. We
Can't turn
how ma-
left.
It had to have been how many? 10,
It's a lot in a
15?
row.
You're just in loop-de-loop after loop-de-loop.
He's hanging on like this, and then I said we're almost there, which was bad timing.
You should
'Cause
never
now
say
I know
that,
he was
really.
looking at the time.
You can't really say that.
And we popped out onto the bridge that you're not even clearly near Jersey City yet, and that's when you're like, no, this is it. This is it. And at this point, I texted Owen and Nick. I was like, I do have to eventually drop this car off and Manhattan and like get into work, and I'm pretty sure he's like okay, but someone needs to just be there when he wakes up and is unzooted.
And that was Owen.
Yeah, and it was Owen, but they were also very furious when we got there. They were
How did
yelling at
the
us about
intake work?
masks.
How did the did you walk yourself in under your own power, under your own strength, or were you like
gun walked? I was limping. Yeah.
And he had slides on. He like stumbled out of my car. He said he actually, as you're getting out of the car, you looked at me. You said, "I'm not sure I can walk," but you gave it your all, and you did it with no real issue. You got in
Yeah,
there.
because I wasn't. There was nothing wrong with me. I was on something that mellows you to sleep.
You stumbled in. I walked in. They were trying to put him in a wheelchair. He wouldn't sit down. The nurse looked at me and angrily said he's stiff as a board. Like he wouldn't bend.
That's
his
one of my
body.
things. I'm always.
He
You are
wouldn't like
stiff,
bend
yeah.
his body into a sitting position.
what did you tell them?
I mumbled a bunch of stuff. I think
I'm scared.
You kept saying
clearly used the poison word. I was convinced I was poisoned.
you said I've been poisoned. Fuck and then fuck. This is not good. Over and over as you're handing. And I'll tell you what. I really wanted to just like ask them where they just wanted nothing to do with us
Really?
at all.
And
Yeah.
was
I mean,
it,
they did their jobs, but they were like, it was a clear look of like, we can tell you're wasting our time. That's exactly what it felt like. And then they tried to get him through the door, but his foot was out of like the little foot flaps on a wheelchair.
you're
The
dragging
footrest.
one foot
He had one foot out of it.
like an obstinate octogenarian.
Yes.
and the way
Yes,
it-
yeah, I was gonna say that.
And remember, he's stiff as a board. He's not moving. And so the way his foot is on the side, the flap was there. They couldn't physically put the wheelchair through the door, so like ramming him through the door. And then finally, like they picked him up, and I said, like, and they just didn't reply to me, and that was that.
And what did they check on you? Did they check like your heartbeat? Did they check like
They
your
were stabbing the fuck out of me because I'm hard to draw blood. My veins are tight.
right?
So they tried like 10 different spots.
And probably your opiate receptors have been so fucking overwhelmed that
No, I didn't know. That was the thing. It was just alcohol this weekend.
really.
Mm-hmm.
and whatever OTC
Chlorine water,
chlorine
Yeah.
water.
sea salt. I mean, the waves were salty
I
this
don't know.
weekend.
And the thing was, I took it at like 1 a.m.
And they
it
changed
was
the Red
set-
Bull
I was like, this.
recipe.
I don't know.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
or 3:30 a.m.
You also you're not a big eater either. That definitely doesn't help.
You know
Well, he's
what?
trying to take his shirt off at fucking Pauly D. Like, you can't be a big eater if you're taking your shirt off at Pauly D. You're trying to be slim. It's for some people, it's still trimming season. It's not bulking season yet. And obviously, you're trying to take advantage of the fact it's not bulking season yet. So how did you get better at the hospital? And when did Owen show up? When did Owen get there?
They gave me some type of drug that really put me to sleep.
What'd they give you?
I didn't ask.
Fuck
Injected it into my arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they just zonked you out?
It must have really nuked you. You were down
did.
for a while.
I was down.
Sedated.
I'll defend Kyle though. I think I got there around 9:02. I don't think you were the most annoying person in that ER that day.
Oh, the ER is
Far
That
full.
was
from
the
it.
most annoying ER in the world.
Yeah. So where you were like, oh, they're like I don't. On the totem pole, you were fine.
Yeah.
There was a lot worse people.
This is just it's just a hilarious image.
There was somebody with their hands sliced open with a crossing guard.
Wait, what do you mean with a
Somebody
crossing
had their
guard?
hands sliced open and they were being helped in by a crossing guard. So
No way. A
I
first
kinda wish I knew what
responder?
happened there. Was that
See,
person in there?
No, first person I saw was he was probably in his 40s, and he came in screaming about how he gets kidney stones all the time, but this week's were different.
See,
he
that's
was-
what would do it.
because he was,
When anything that strays from the deviation, especially sensations from drugs, I freak out.
yeah.
It's
So he
unlike
said-
anything I've ever
He
felt.
said this week he was pissing and coughing blood, and that's why he had his stepfather drop him off that morning.
But KB, isn't that
And
kind
he
of
was- he
the
was in
point
his
of drugs
40s.
though? Like, isn't that like to change how you feel? Like, isn't that almost the desired effect?
Yeah.
See, like I've done that product, and I've done weed, and I've done way too much, and I was like, this kind of sucks, but I know I had the wherewithal to know it'll fade. This was different.
You
This
didn't
was-
feel like it was ever going to be over.
this was death.
Or like
No,
it
I
was
thought it
all
was
gonna
gonna be
over.
Yeah.
I think you being overly tired played a major factor.
I
in
don't
it.
know. I'm not a sleep scientist.
Psychological
That's my
exhaustion.
non-medical guess.
And you hyperventilating
That
was
would be
probably
it.
your body just trying to like shut off. It was like, we're going to shut
Yeah.
this thing down for a little bit.
You weren't sweating at all. I will say that.
I was dry, and that scared me even more. I was like, this is like they say you get cold and like
Yeah.
smooth.
Clammy.
Were you feeling smooth?
I felt smooth. I was like touching my forehead.
Like some
It
Skippy?
felt like a marble. I was like, oh no.
Oh no, this is it for me. Because your body is usually probably sweating to cool itself down, and maybe you were like losing the mechanisms to cool your body down. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out and troubleshoot.
I don't know.
And so you got out of the clink. You were in there from
They finally released you.
you were on your own recognizance. What time did you get out of there? Around
140.
1:40. So 9 to 1, a nice nap. You paid like $3,000 to nap in the hospital.
We'll see what the bill says. I might have to sue for malpractice because I don't think they tested for all the poisons.
They did not let me sleep.
No arsenic
got-
testing. No hemlock
No, I was
test.
like, I wanted them to run the gamut on all
I think
the
I got
poisons.
bit by an asp, doctor.
I got briefly kicked out for laying horizontal.
You did?
Yeah.
Briefly.
Would you curl up in bed with him?
I was just the seats were in intervals of 2, so I just kind of leaned over and laid across 2 of them, and then the security guard like shook me. He's like, "You can't be here," and I was like, "I'm waiting for someone." He's like, "Sit up straight."
Damn, what is
Isn't
this, middle school?
Isn't that like a trope of emergency rooms? The people sleeping there for hours as they wait.
every
for their-
movie has
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Or is that like a delivery room for?
No, I think it's in what movie was it where there's like a big The Hate You Give or something? There's like a big car crash at the end and they all like wait and they all sleep in the waiting room or
Yeah,
something.
that's
like
a very normal.
Yeah, you should have been able
Only
to do
in
that.
Hollywood.
There's probably people
Yeah.
who are just at that particular hospital just try to sleep there though.
Yeah.
People take advantage of that trope and they just try and treat it like
That
their own
Hoboken
bed and
ER.
breakfast. Yeah, people.
There
buy-
had to have been probably multiple easier ERs to get to, but at that point, I was like, I
It
mean,
was
You go to the
nice.
one you know.
I'm a rather high-strung individual myself.
Yeah.
So I was really, I had no advice but breathe. I was like, I was having my own version of a panic attack.
Yeah, his panic attack is probably giving you a panic attack.
All right.
What
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it
I'll
basically.
make my L and I'll lie in it too. but that's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
We don't have to talk about it anymore.
There's a lot of other
the
shit.
phone
going
lines
on.
are packed.
The
Though.
other,
You're a lot.
The other
I'm
guy I
just
saw
kidding.
will make you feel better as well. I told you about him. He crawled in, and then they put him over a wheelchair, but his back was like over the two arms of the wheelchair, so he was just like laying over it.
Well, he took fentanyl and should have been in the hospital. Again, I took an over-the-counter
But he was,
relaxation brownie.
he was moaning at as loud as he could for maybe an hour, and then eventually started burping and puking on himself. And I
That's
swear to
whack.
God, he looked up and looked me in the eyes and apologized for not wearing a mask.
He did?
Yeah,
Oh my
That's a
god.
nice man.
yeah,
Good guy. You're breathing in the toxic fumes of his vomit, and he's apologetic about the masks.
yeah.
He's messing himself like a baby. Unbelievable. Dude,
ER's tough.
It's and I mean, hospitals are just like an amalgamation of the people who are going through the worst shit in their lifetime. Like everybody's going to be in a badass fucking mood. Like everybody's going to be treating nurses terribly or orderlies very badly. Like there's no
It is
one's
bad.
like super
Terrible
respectful
place.
as they go in with a broken arm or a fucking
Should we get
heart
into
attack.
that then? What do you think this really was?
What?
No, I'm kidding.
No, that was very brave of you to tell that story, and we can put it all behind us. And I'm sure
Yes.
nobody will ever have any jokes about this, and nobody. It's not going to
No.
replace the
If
cocaine
they actually
in
know
Vegas
what
story.
I went through.
They would have
mentally,
the respect.
They're not gonna. I'm confident that people won't try to joke out of
I know that Nick
such
will
a
not.
traumatic experience. Yeah, he already did. He sent me a weed leaf picture and then said, "Are you scared? You
Fun,
scared?"
you know who will defend you no matter what? Fun Anthony.
Yeah, thank God for him.
Yeah, Fun Anthony's the
Mhm.
goat. I'm surprised he didn't visit you while you were laid up.
He
Hey,
does
I
have. He
brought-
has
I
a
brought some
package of merch
flowers.
for us. He says, "Yeah."
You came with some
Actually,
balloons.
He did.
He does have a box of merch for us.
Of DJ's
A
merch.
goodie bag. Yep.
I hope it's that plaid hat because that plaid is incredible. I used to have shorts that were in that same pattern.
That was like an 08 thing.
Yeah. Was it 08?
It
I had that in high- I
staying
had that in high
power.
school.
It went
06 to
through
08
the
maybe.
Yeah,
Plaid
probably.
shorts is a big high school
American
thing.
Eagle. American Eagle was pumping out plaid shorts.
Yeah.
And they worked.
Plaid.
Fly.
That plaid. You have like a light blue shirt, maybe
with a matching
maroon.
V-neck. Yeah.
Pastel shirt, maybe two of them on top of each other, and then the
You
light
remember
blue.
how puffy the collars of Henleys were from Hollister?
Yeah, the
They
big ass
stuck out
collars.
like
yeah.
3 inches.
Mhm.
I didn't really have the nipples for Henleys.
No,
really.
you didn't.
Did you know somebody who
Still
would
don't.
double collar up?
Oh yeah,
They were 2 collared shirts.
everybody.
I didn't.
You didn't, Jeff?
Nah, I couldn't pull that off.
You never. Did you try to pull it off?
Nah,
You're like,
2
oh,
collared
not for me.
shirts. That seems so like thick.
You pair it with the puka.
No,
Never
I
rocked it.
couldn't do that.
No, I feel like you could have.
No, we had one. I had a kid in high school who had 3 of them once.
Not you, him.
Yeah.
Why? You did it, but he could.
You're not a no.
Never
Have you-
once.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear a collared shirt
No,
not for
I
a video.
never wear a collared shirt. I think they never look cool. They never look good. They never look stylish.
You have the biggest watchdogs on the internet. People will like send a picture of you in
They
a
will,
collar
yeah.
shirt. Someone will dig one up and find one. Maybe even you making out with the crossing guard was speaking of crossing guard, you making out with the crossing guard might have been in a collared shirt.
No, that was a RVCA shirt.
Oh, okay.
Camo, black and camo.
You could see where I'd make that mistake.
Yeah.
You could see where I'd fumble that one. Damn. Are you ever going to go back to the beach?
I had a blast there. That was a one-time thing, though.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't
think I can go back.
Not after all this. Not
No.
after the ringer that it put you through. The absolute fucking... I don't want to harp on it, though.
Yeah.
You spilled your soul. You spilled your guts.
The stamp from the club on my arm says survivor. So
Thank God. It's like,
which I might just tattoo over that because
Yeah.
that's what I feel like right now.
Now, how was your sleep last night?
I didn't wake up.
Oh, nice.
Continue it consecutively till this morning.
uninterrupted. How long?
Today it was around 20 hours.
Holy shit!
Are you serious?
And you're here quite early too.
Yeah.
Your body...
You needed that so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard people say that you can't catch up on sleep?
I was about to say that.
Because that can't be true.
No, because I always try to overcorrect, and then I
get
get too
groggy.
much, and I feel like fatigued.
Yeah, but like I feel like basically what you were doing yesterday was catching up on sleep.
yeah,
So
but
what are they talking about?
My health teacher in high school said that.
Or maybe they just
Said
gave
you
you
can't
like...
catch up on sleep.
Did they give you any take-home drugs? Did they give you like a goodie bag of drugs, or
No,
was
they
it
gave
just...
me an instructional pamphlet on marijuana use.
I definitely believe you.
It was, yeah. Said like reason for stay, marijuana, and then a whole pamphlet.
They talked so much shit on you.
Oh yeah.
There's no way
They were disgusted.
Oh my god, because it's probably close enough. I mean, if you walk down the street out here, like there's people who are on obvious semi-overdose mode.
This 3-block radius.
Yeah, they're just like on the precipice of overdose, and they just handle their shit themselves. And like maybe some of them will have to go to the hospital, but the overdose is so serious that they need Narcan to revive these people.
I even like charadesed a full body spasm, hoping that would make them take it more seriously, and they didn't care. They just
like somebody who's like trying to convince the judge that they're crazy or something like that. Like I'm hearing voices or some shit like
the
that.
voices in my head told me to do it.
I'm getting fucking body spasms. I'm having a seizure. It's like you're trying to prove to the school nurse that you deserve to go home and spend the day with your parents.
Something like that.
Which you basically got to do. I'm so glad that you're with us though. What
So what else?
What a journey. Yeah, what else? Let's kick it to this
versus Delta 8.
bro.
The Delta 8.
It's gonna be the Supreme Court case.
Dude, remember when who was it that came up to me and asked?
Oh, Gage.
That
was like day 3 for him.
That was day 1 for him.
Day 1?
So is that Delta 8 shit as serious as
for
they
real?
say? Is that
Ron,
for
I
real?
gotta ask.
I gotta ask.
You were like expecting a battle
Do you
rap
like
question.
being the expert on that? That field?
It's kind of corny. Like I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to enjoy weed, but making weed your personality obviously has like its downfalls. And I try not to make it my personality, though I do it all the fucking time.
Something you say
love to fucking do it.
Something you say that I think is cool is flower, but I don't think it's cool when anybody else says it.
I don't think it's
slang
cool.
for weed.
Yeah.
No,
Flower?
that's as opposed to like a pen.
What do you mean?
Like you roll up weed, or you smoke it out of like people who are vaping weed, or smoking a little weed pen, or putting it into a tincture or some shit like that. That's. See, do you see how his reaction has already made it immediately uncool?
I have PTSD
A
from
guy
all
who
weed
just
talk.
got his ass beat. Fucking Michael Spinks against Mike Tyson just got fucking obliterated in the first round by an OTC.
I got my ass beat by my grandma's auxiliary sleep aid. Like when her melatonin runs out, that's what took me out.
What letter are they up to? And because we got high, could do a KB.
They should do a KB.
They're on the second go round. You know that, right?
They looped around. Yep.
Yes.
Went back for more.
I think that they should break it up, though. I think that
What was the one where they were roasting men's fits in the office?
Oh yeah. Oh, and they started to roast you, and then by the end they were objectifying you.
Mm-hmm.
They were treating you like a dildo on the countertop. It's like, oh, and I love your mustache. And they did like your mustache. And they roasted your fit too, Jeff D. Lowe.
Did you get roasted?
Yes.
I did have the wrong. My shoes didn't match that day.
Fuck them.
I'd say I walked into it. I said that day too. I knew it. I said I don't want to wear the laced up shoes. I'll wear the slip-ons. I said they don't match. No one will care. And for the first time in my 4 years here, I got brought in about having my fit roasted.
Yeah, that day I had a rugby shirt I had thrifted, and I cut it up in the morning because I didn't have any laundry, and then I wore it and then went on. It was good.
Let's get some people in here.
We need more L's.
Yeah, let's roast some fits. Let's roast some people's fits. You want to gather some people, Owen?
Yeah. How many? 12 to 15?
Yeah, that's almost perfect.
That'd be good.
Yeah, 12 to 15, or you could do them in increments as well. But I feel like it'll just kind of. Definitely get beaming, but
I don't want to deal with beaming right now.
No demons today, or beaming demons. Fuck, I fucked it up myself. The fucking beaming deacons. Yeah. We can't deal with it right now. Let's. It'll be nice to get the attention off of KB. And
yes, please.
You'll be able to kind of flex your muscles a little bit instead of being the punching bag. Yeah. You can do a little bit of punching down.
Would love to.
Because social status wise, it will be punching down for you, but at the same time, you can use it right now.
Yeah.
You could definitely use a little bit of a punch down. You gonna take this weekend off?
Oh yes. People are already asking me to do things, and I'm not.
Do you believe him?
I'm not gonna do like the
I
full.
do believe him.
I'm not gonna do the full detox thing because I don't think that helps.
Do you
I'm
live
just gonna keep it chill.
Do you live alone?
I do.
How's your apartment holding up?
It's good. It has like a tropical theme to it.
Really?
Like the pineapple suite?
Yeah, it looks like a waiting room in Ibiza.
Jack, what's up, brother?
Jack.
What's going on, my brother? Yo, Big T, we got Big T in the spot. What's up, brother? Did you guys what letter are you guys on Because We Got High?
So infidelity, insurrection,
And ISIS.
and ISIS. Yeah.
Well, insurrection, we could talk
Yeah.
insurrection if that's where you are right now, mentally. But
I can already tell my good friend Big T's appearance here will end in some sort of fiery exit. I can
Oh yeah.
he knows it too.
Yeah.
He knows it too. There's going to be some sort of fireworks will happen as he exits this room during this show.
What is this?
I'm calling an audible right now. Because We Got High set the precedent of roasting fits, but today I want to uplift both of your outfits. Can I do that?
yeah.
Big T, you're wearing 4 pieces of Nike clothing. The amount that
Oh,
is
no.
matching.
Under Armour.
Under Armour shorts.
But you have 4 pieces of Nike clothing.
Yeah.
That is very nice preparation, and the fact that you had
Brand
that
loyalty.
brand loyalty, the
Thank you.
through thread, and it all matches very well.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
duh.
Ryan.
Tell them how many Nike Elite socks you used to have.
I mean, in middle school, probably, I don't know, 3 dozen maybe.
God damn.
I was a king.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen. Now how many
All
pairs
right.
you have? Just 2 dozen?
0.
Damn.
It's,
I'm sorry.
It
Was
was
that had to have been some type of natural disaster, like a fire. You
just-
don't lose
it just-
that many.
They, just,
When he was
they,
living
they,
in
they
Haiti.
weren't cool anymore, you know.
Maybe an edible.
Yeah, maybe. And Jack, I'm enjoying both your shoes and your chain.
Thank you.
Hell yes. How many days have you been in the chain game?
This is the 5th.
Hell yes, bro.
Same here. I recently joined. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff
a little
did.
bit of
No.
weight to the neck. A little bit of weight to the neck never hurt anybody.
Distracts from my double chin. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice.
A little bit. I need weight to my wrist, so I got the silly
I
bands
took
on.
a couple photos this weekend where I had a George Lucas chin going. It was tough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was tough.
Dude, but that's great self-awareness.
Sci-fi chin? What's that?
No, George Lucas.
Uh,
You never seen George Lucas's his
Nah,
chin now?
I don't think I've ever looked at him.
Really? You gotta
Is
treat
he in
yourself.
any of his films?
No, he's like Shyamalan. He'll put it. He's like
why
Stan
would
Lee.
I look at him?
He played a Wookiee in one of the films. And
like Tarantino.
yeah, he
But
loves
he had
to
to play
jam
like
himself in.
he had to play a creature.
And Tarantino's the worst actor too. Like how is
Yeah.
everybody else awesome actors, and he's just terrible. And Tommy, I'm really enjoying your short length.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank
Are
you.
those
Yeah.
chiclet shorts?
Stand up.
No, these are for
Give us a
Urban
walk
Outf-
back and forth.
Thought they were not a big deal shorts.
Very nice. Big T, what do you think of his outfit?
I think he looks fantastic.
I think he does too. I think that
I appreciate that.
I think you're not afraid to wear all black, and people from other places than New York might roast a black fit or a black and white fit. But
No, I only
have no problem
dress
with
in
it.
very plain and bland colors and usually uniform.
This dude's got a good fit.
neutrals.
Ah, yes, sir.
Black?
Oh no, that's Alan. He works on the merch team.
Alright, Alan.
He always has a good fit.
All right,
He
Alan.
dresses well.
Hell yes, he could probably do about 40 push-ups in a row. Would be my guess if I had to guess on Alan. Anybody else want to big up the other people that have brought in? Tommy, do you have anything nice to say about Jack or Big T's
Jack
outfits?
started wearing a chain. I like it. I like his shoes. You know, the pure white shoes with the jeans is always a nice
Pure
combo.
white
And
with the
Big T, I
jeans.
mean, he represents Tennessee more than anyone in the world.
Thank you, Tommy.
Exactly. I feel like that's just a great baseline to have. Is this okay with you, KB? Because I
love
know
it, yeah.
we came in with
Well,
a
I
roasting
kind of want to
mindset.
bring somebody down.
Okay, who do you want to bring down?
I don't know.
We'll just pick one of the. You just have to pick one.
I don't want to bring any of them down.
Yeah, none of you guys deserve to be
Do you
brought
want me
down
to go find someone that KB can bring
I
down?
don't know. I don't even think I have it in me to do it myself.
because you're down that badly.
Yeah.
I think that uplifting other people is a good way to make your esteem.
What about Festool?
better?
Yeah, why don't you just
Fuck that fuck bag Fasuli. He better not come within any radius of this room.
All right, get Fastouli in
Do
here.
not get Fasuli.
Get Fastouli in here.
That
100%.
mudslide drinking buffoon. Get
Mudslides?
him. That's all he drinks. When we go out getting beers with the boys for Rediscovering America, he's specially ordering a A mudslide.
A
from
mudslide?
secret
How many
menu.
mudslides would he have in like?
He would
one
have,
sitting?
yeah. Well, he would slowly savor it too. So he would only add
Unbelievable.
one.
Festouli came up to me yesterday and was like, "Oh,
Festouli, take a seat in Tommy's seat. He's out. Well, how many days have you been wearing your chain, Festouli?
Don't worry, we don't need the door to be closed. You don't do. Yeah, that's not something we
My
do.
bad, Jack.
How many days?
Since I was like
2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's probably that's a couple thousand days.
Yeah.
Do you drink fucking mudslides, Festouli?
That's all you
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
He has an
Oh, yeah.
aversion to hops.
Do you know how hard that is on a fucking
Into the mic.
on a
Into the
bartender?
mic, Festouli.
Mhm.
Talking to that
Just a
mic,
complete
motherfucker.
nuisance.
how hard it is for a bartender.
Yeah, dude, that's just putting extra work on their plate when they just want to be pouring beers and fucking chefing up
Not a
vodka
beer guy.
sodas.
Not a beer guy, but Coors Light
We're
is
at
great
real
out there.
grimy dive bars in like whatever northern Michigan. He's asking for the secret menu mudslide. It doesn't exist.
Unbelievable. Get his ass, Big T.
I don't know anything about this. I don't know what a mudslide is.
Yes.
A mudslide is
Yes,
a-
exactly.
Like an ice drink with Kahlua, rum, and chocolate.
milkshake."
Chocolate?
okay.
What do you mean chocolate?
Like the whole point of a mudslide is like it's mud, so it's like chocolate and like.
So what, do you BYOM? Or do they just have a Hershey's bar waiting for you?
No, they didn't have it in Michigan, so I had to go with High Noon.
Okay. Okay.
Nice
Very
company
nice.
guy.
Speaking of company guys who use the product to the fullest.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, you do. When are you getting some tattoos for Stooley?
I have 3 tattoos actually.
When are you getting some more tattoos?
Hopefully soon.
What do you think about the way the tattoo culture is shifting to have only visible job killer tattoos rather than back in the day when our grandfathers used to have them tucked underneath their shirts and stuff like that?
I mean, all mine are tucked right now, but it has changed. I mean, it's art.
Do you
So,
have the
like,
job security, do you feel, that you're never going to have to be a bank teller or anything like that to get a hand tattoo or something on your neck?
No, hand tattoos are actually pretty cool, I think. But these days,
Lips, like you can make them talk or
yeah,
something?
no, not for me. I don't think I could pull off a hand tattoo, but
Would you jerk off
Pretty dope.
Goofy style like that? Then?
Yeah, you'd have to. That's the only way.
You could
They
mouth
require
fuck
that.
yourself.
You could do a Mongo, jerk off Mongo.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to get on him about, Big T?
No, I don't know.
Anybody you want to get on? Because, like, we are freewheeling and roasting since Fastulis
if
came in,
if we're on it.
which we are.
No, I don't think there's anybody right now.
Vibs has been particularly libbish these days, the last couple of days.
yeah.
He's trying to push his
Has he?
agendas.
I haven't
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, I
haven't
He's
noticed.
been pretty loud about it, too.
I'll let Jack speak on that.
All right. Wow, so the
Oh,
roast
no,
comes
now it's-
out. Yeah.
Here it begins.
No, that wasn't a roast. He just
Okay. Jack, anybody else that you want to get on while we have you in here, or you want to keep the positive vibes going? You have somebody, but you're
There is-
deciding
I
whether
can
you want to
tell he
drop
has
the
there is
somebody.
one.
You have somebody.
No, it annoys me sometimes when
Yes. Yes.
like 95% of the time Trista's desk's open and then someone sits there and then she comes in and does it doesn't matter that you're sitting there. I don't care. How'd you know I was gonna come in?
Let's get Crick in here. Is
It
she
was-
in here right now?
No, I'd rather not talk to her.
Oh, that's even better. That makes me want her in here even more. Should we get her, Fastuli?
I can go grab it for you.
No.
Yeah.
Don't get her
do it.
Festouli.
Do it.
No,
do it.
actually don't.
Okay.
Festouli.
Festouli, I didn't love that you and Smutledge were just talking about
Are you the
me
next
whole
Smut?
trip.
I wasn't talking about you. They were Kyle was in the car.
Wow. Okay.
Did he
Airing of the
replace you?
grievances.
No, that's speaking down to me. 'cause I
Festivus in
I
July.
would never let that happen if I heard.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, you said you guys were talking about my driving.
Oh no, I said I was talking to him about the last trip, and he was telling me.
Yeah, no,
about
this
what
is more on
happened.
him, not you. So you're good.
Wow, Smutledge throwing you under the bus right after he met a unicorn too.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking tough, dude. What did he? Were you driving poorly? Weren't you like? Did you?
Yeah, I fell asleep on the highway, but
He did.
So what?
That was the only seat he can fall
That's
asleep
not
on.
on you.
We gave him the option to lay
Nobody else
down
was
in
offering
the
to
back. He was
drive.
like, I can't sleep in the back.
I can only sleep behind the wheel.
He said that for sure.
I can't sleep in passenger seats.
Fastuli, how did you wind up on that project of rediscovering America? Because that's a pretty legitimate project.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to be a part of it, but it was just because I could shoot and my drone. I've been flying drone for like 2 years, so
He's
they needed
a
that type
wizard
of-
on the drone. He's a fiend with it too. He wants to drone everything and anything,
Really?
even things that aren't necessarily dronable.
That was
he pulled an illegal move at a national park, which actually made me like you.
When I was let go, they said we need drones.
Damn. So you should have gone to drone
Have you sharpened
school.
up your drone skill sets?
No, I'm not a big drone
Who
guy.
inspired you to?
I think they're kind of shoved into a lot of videos unnecessarily.
I asked him this already.
to learn how to use a drone. Obama?
No.
Oh, wow. Let's go. Talk that drone strike shit. Talk that Syrian shit.
That's serious shit.
I need to hear that Syrian shit. No one laughs off a genocide like Fastuli. Yes, sir. Oh, man. I'm always surprised when I see you. I think that, Fastuli, please don't take this the wrong way. I think you could pull off having no teeth.
Yeah, my lips cover my mouth.
He has a
lot.
Trubisky-ass mouth.
Oh, you do.
Does he not?
His nose to chin is very Trubisky-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot on Twitter.
Have you really?
Yeah. A lot.
That's a party trick. You just cover up this. Trubisky, look at that.
Look, I'm Caleb's buddy.
Yeah, you could have at Bird Box. You would have been deadly. You could have stunt doubled somebody on Bird Box. Gentlemen, I think that this was constructive, and I appreciate you coming in here. Any last words?
No, thanks for having us,
Thank
as
you,
always.
You boys.
I love that. No storm out from Big T.
Fuck back.
He's leaving under his own
did, yeah.
power.
Big T, I typically give Big T good energy, so
You do?
That's true. Yeah.
every now and then he'll go after me and say something. But
Some
it's
people
great.
try to instigate
Win.
Big T.
No,
Yeah,
go
like
after.
now.
If I try to run a bit or a gambit with you, you'll-
Jeff has had a couple bits that are very bad. He has some bad jokes, but 95% of the time I love Jeff.
And,
One
you'll,
of my
and you'll
favorite
bring up where he used to work.
yeah, he called me lamestream media.
Yeah, like-
I've got that.
Jeff was part of the lamestream media for quite some time. Great story on Behind the Blog. If you haven't heard it, go listen to that. He details it all.
was.
But you only have, it's really only one bit that's bad. And other than that, you're
Oh, yes.
one
When
of
you
my
accuse
favorites.
him of
What
being
is it?
prejudiced, what does he accuse you of being prejudiced? Because I don't
No.
like when people say that
No.
you're.
No, he doesn't do that. He just has
No,
one
no.
joke about someone who is no longer with us to defend themselves. May she rest in peace. Jack kind of gets in on it
No,
too,
no, no,
and it's a
no,
bad
no,
joke.
no.
It's a bad
Diana?
joke.
Princess
It's a-
Diana?
No, it would never-
it's
it would
closer
never
to
be
his
Princess
chest.
Diana.
All right, Blackjack
Oh.
Fletcher.
What does that mean? It's a bad joke.
The UConn-Tennessee rivalry may have gone too far.
Oh, okay.
Few days.
We're talking
No,
about
yeah.
I
the
only
apex,
remember
the
one.
acme.
yeah, it
the
may have just
summit.
gone a little too. It may have gone a little too far one day. We don't. Yeah.
No, yeah, we're yeah.
Big T,
Love
you've
Jeff.
been expanding your drink portfolio. Would you try Mudslide for us?
You said it was what? Chocolate?
Chocolate, Kahlua, rum, and ice, basically.
What is Kahlua?
It's like a margarita.
It
but-
tastes like a Frosty from Wendy's.
Yeah.
If you,
I'll bring
you
them
can
in
get
on
me
Friday.
something that
I'll
tastes
find-
like a
I'll find
Frosty.
some. Friday.
It is damn good.
Should we make?
Mudslide Fridays.
Mudslide Friday.
There's a time and a place.
Do you-
There's a time that
that-
you
so
cannot be ordering mudslide.
Yeah, your issue's not that he orders mudslide, just when he orders.
Yeah,
You
it's
go to a
when and
dive
where,
bar and
yeah.
order a
He was
mudslide.
drinking them with me, so I don't know why he's critiquing.
Oh,
me.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Well, if they're making them, make a second.
Yeah, making a round of them. That makes me
Exactly. If they're already making some, I'm not going to
Jack,
make them
thank
waste
you.
a blender.
Big T, thank you. Fastuli.
That's Nate's move. He does Bloody Marys at night.
Yeah.
It's not my move.
But at least a Bloody Mary can come in a mix. Like, nobody has a pre-made mudslide. Or maybe they do. TGI Fridays might. Does TGI Fridays
No.
have a pre-made mudslide mix that
No.
they sell? Like a
I would
margarita
bet
mix?
the
Giving
only
out
places,
ideas.
only bars that have like pre-made are like Cape Cod or Newport.
Yeah.
That's because they're just crushing mudslides out
Yeah.
there.
Also, you
Wow.
only need 1 or 2 mudslides. They're like 7 standard drinks.
I could see
Nah, they don't taste
Fastuli.
like it.
I could see Fastuli thriving on the road with you guys. Has it been a nice time?
He has no weaknesses. You could, the more we shit on him, whether it's physically or verbally, he just laughs. He giggles it off.
He's
and
happy-go-lucky.
And he's the biggest fuckbag.
And that's his nickname, right?
He
'Cause
does
it's-
not.
It's like Fasoli,
yes,
right?
his baseline is happy and giggly.
But I have
he does-
noticed that happens to a lot of people at Barstool early on in their tenure, and then a couple years in, they develop a little surliness
He will, yeah.
to their disposition. Tom Mullins, for example,
He's getting testy.
he has a little surliness to him,
Yeah.
and I don't
little
have any
curt
kind of
lately.
problem with it. but there's a little
He's
bit of
fucking
it.
hilarious.
Who?
Tom Mullins is
man.
Tom
fucking
Mullins is
hilarious.
the GOAT, and he's fucking gnarly too.
Legendary
He is
member
gnarly.
of the behind-the-scenes crew of Barstool vs. America.
Oh, he's gnarly. Tom Mullins will get in this shit. Tom Mullins will run from the cops. There's no doubt in my mind.
yeah.
Mhm.
He'll like tag up like a corporate building. He'll tag up the Merrill Lynch building or something, or like try and destroy some corporate art just for laughs. He's like a walking Fight Club character. I fuck with Tom Mullins. What's good on time?
152.
Let's push it.
We should.
Yeah. Let's push it, KB. Is that cool? Should we get some girls in here to roast their
Nah.
fits, or
Nah.
Rhea was wearing an oversized sweatshirt.
We got Chris Moneymaker on Zoom at 2. Should we just have him hop on the yak first?
His actual name.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's push it. Oh no, I don't want to make you late for Moneymaker, and I got my eyes on some chicken parm for lunch today. I'm fucking fiending for
What
it.
are you gonna do, Lena's?
No, there's a place across the street, Bravo Pizza. You
Oh, from
Dude.
they have a
Good,
chicken
I've
parm.
had it.
yeah, what's laughable about that? That's a nice
They're the
chicken
best.
parm.
I love them in panini form.
I only reacted that way because I had Bravo Pizza 5 days a week my first 3 months here, and then somebody made fun of me.
Because you were only going to the one place across the street.
Yeah.
It's kind of a desolate stretch for food. It should be better.
You just got a good chicken cutlets. Well, kind of gave it away, but
Chicken
cutlet parm sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cutlets.
Cutlets is
Delicious.
great. Fuck, I just don't have the patience for them right now, though. I just want to walk over and get it right now.
You used to go to a little food cart across the street.
Yeah, I used to. They moved it. Rafiki's.
Mm.
Rafiki's used to be a New York Times like marquee spot of great halal food. Delicious halal. You can't get good halal anymore.
You just get the halal guys.
There's
It's the
no
only
more bang
option.
for your buck than halal.
yeah, it's
It is. They give you a good portion.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, fantastic. You get a nice a rice platter. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm done.
KB, thank you for your bravery
Yeah.
today. Jeff,
Love you.
thank you for being a great
Love
friend
you
to
guys.
KB.
Yeah.
Owen, thank you for being a great friend
I
to
didn't
KB.
want to tell you yesterday, but that did mean a lot to me.
Oh, thank you. You owe
Yeah.
me nothing. No apologies. You owe one person one thing. Probably Owen's Uber. That's probably it.
I do owe it.
Or I do. Yeah.
it's
How
Or
much
other
was
you
it?
came.
No,
It was,
it's not on
I-
you, Jeff.
Yeah.
185.
Three.
Yikes.
All right.
And Jeff, I hope you don't wind up getting suspended like Nick did, but appreciate
Might,
you.
yeah.
You never know.
Can I take a vacation if I do?
I don't think you have. I think you have to just sit. You have to just sit in the locker room and stew. It's not like Tom Brady on his suspension where he was in Cabo eating Giselle's ass for like 6 weeks or something. No ass eating for you.
Give me some of that.
Yeah. Stop.
Whoa.
Enjoy the Cracking Aces interview. Enjoy LCB.
Enjoy Son of a Boy Dad.
Enjoy
that
Son
came
of a
out
Boy
this
Dad
morning.
came out today.
Shout out to Sass.
Wait, what is his?
People
what
are
is
saying
his
it's a top
status?
15 episode.
Shut up. Of all
Yeah.
time, OAT.
He
Where's-
though he
where
did
does
sort of
Sass's status?
kind of left Owen hanging on.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of-
Oh,
His
yeah.
internet just didn't work.
That was actually why I was a couple minutes late. I was trying to figure out if I had special needs or not because everyone was telling me I did. So
Why were they?
What was
I
it?
didn't know any of the wide receiver threes or middle
Oh my
relievers from
God.
before
There's-
2008. I
Is that? I wouldn't either.
live and you learn.
Oh, this is from trivia.
Oh, trivia.
You live and learn.
I didn't get to watch that.
Oh,
one.
they're a critical fan base. So I
tough.
haven't
They're
read yet, but
mean
I'm
people.
sorry. And I'm
Somebody was critical
Sorry.
of me, and then somebody defended me. It was like, I don't think he's the R word, but he should stop his nicotine habit. I was like, what does that have to
yeah,
You
they're-
don't drink. You're allowed a fucking
Yeah,
habit.
I don't know. There's just a lot of analyzing going on. Makes me feel weird.
Exactly. That's all right though, and you're gonna make it through there, and it's not gonna be a problem. We're gonna yak again tomorrow.
Mhm.
Who knows who will be here? I know I will not be here. Nor will Lil Sass. I think we're going to.
Jeff, would you like to be on tomorrow?
Nah, I got some boys that can
I could probably be
use
on.
the screen
It's
time.
probably just
Gotta write
me, Nick,
trivia.
Kyle.
Well, who are your boys that you could use the screen time? Give us a little
Yeah.
teaser.
Nah. You'll see.
Is it
Where's Campus's
Fistoli?
bitch ass? I need to hide him off.
Campus? Campus had to catch the train back.
He left.
Yes, Campus is
I
out,
walked
bro.
by him and I was like, this guy is not 5'9". He may be 5'8".
Oh, bro, he's like Royce, bro.
We
He's
need a referee
5'9".
to decide.
Put some respect on
Yeah.
Campus's name. All right, we'll be back
Lash it
tomorrow
out.
with more yak.
It's the yak.